Fabletown Business Office, the Woodland Building.
I don't care who killed the prostitutes. If Crane was helping himself to the community coffers, it means his hand was in my pocket, and you just let him go!
I don't know what you heard, but it didn't happen like that.
Are you denying the facts?
She's denying me the chance to get a word in. Now, Miss White,
Sheriff Bigby has returned.
Ah, there's the old wrecking bowl himself.
Bigby, where have you been?
I'm not finished here, Miss White.
You will have to wait. Just one moment, please.
Look what I found.
Sehr gut.
Seems your dog wants a biscuit.
Arschloch.
Buffkin, get this piece in the mirror right away.
With pleasure, Miss White.
Finally, things are swinging back in the right direction. Good work, Bigby. You've been gone all day. What did you uncover? I thought you were going to report back to me. I mean, it's fine. So what else did you find out?
I gotta say, this thing reaches a lot further than we thought. The Crooked Man has something on everybody. It wasn't just Beauty and the Lone. Beast was working for him. His goon, the Jersey Devil, is putting the squeeze on all kinds of fables down at the Lucky Pawn. And he's got fables enslaved at the butcher shop, making black market magic.
This is worse than we could have imagined.
But that's over now, because we got the mirror. And once it's fixed, we got him. That's how Crane did it, and that's how we're gonna do it.
Excellent work. Really.
Sheriff, I could use your assistance. Would you join me at the mirror?
Hä? Man kann er nicht
Don't go
einsetzen.
far, Sheriff. I'd like to have a few words of my own with you.
Unbelievable.
Don't worry, we'll talk soon. You can count on it.
I don't understand. This piece just doesn't want to join the rest. Do you have any idea why?
You got me.
Not necessarily.
Well, where did you find it? What has it gone through since being separated from the rest? Shattering is a very traumatic experience, you know. So this process can be a little touchy.
It had a front row seat to a pretty gnarly brawl at the Lucky Pawn. When I found it, it was still in Crane's coat. Last person I saw with Crane or his coat was that psycho Bloody Mary. Maybe she had some...
Ah, yes, Miss White was asking about her. That explains it. You know who and the mirror have a very unhappy history with each other. How would you like it if she tried to use you as a doorway?
I think I already know the feeling.
Well, I think I know how to proceed now. It will just take a little extra coaxing, that's all. Thank you for your help. It could be a while, Sheriff. I'll find you when it's ready. Besides which, he might not want to come out with you watching.
Oh, he doesn't like being spied on.
If you ask me, you're everything that's wrong with Fabletown.
Is it fixed? Did you ask about the Crooked Man?
Buffkin's still working on it. He said it might be a while.
If you're so self-reliant, what do you want from the business office so bad?
What I want is my business.
I can't take those two right now. We're trying to catch a murderer, and they're over there bickering about bureaucracy. We're at war. Don't they realize that?
Do you need some help over there?
Yeah, thanks. Go talk to Toad. But just so you know, we can't pay him. He really needs to go to the farm, you know. So just break the news and be done with it, okay?
No budge on that bloody glamour. I only came in to see...
Toad, come here.
I thought I made myself very clear.
I see how it is. Passed off to an underling, eh? Why am I not surprised? Well, you did cause what damage brings me in here, so maybe it's for the best. Just need a little bit of dosh to cover it. I tried talking to her about it, but it's like chatting up a brick wall, it is. Now, I'm sure you've got your own agenda, Sheriff, but I've taken a real wallet because of you.
Before we get into any of that, what do you know about the Crooked Man?
Don't try to change a subject on me. I need a little bit of that walking around money, you know? My car, total, the gaping maw in my wall. Any of us sound familiar? I'm not looking for a handout. Just what's right.
Here, Crane won't be getting any use out of this. Will that do?
Crane's money, eh? Well, I suppose that means it belongs to me as much as anybody. Thank you, Sheriff.
Use it to get glamored, Toad. You got the money now, so I won't be so lenient if I catch you again. And the farm is always on the table.
But of course.
Good. You have...
Da freut sich der Toad.
Bluebeard, you want to talk? Now's your chance.
I've just made my donation funding this office, so direct your questions to Miss White.
Well, at least he's not trying to get rid of me.
He's not?
For now. Did you take care of Toad? I mean, I saw the way he left. I know it may not seem that important right now, but glamours are the law for a very good reason. You know that as well as anyone.
Don't worry. I did the right thing.
Are you sure? Because he left looking pretty happy. Fine, we'll deal with it later. I know I should be asking how it got like this, but I just keep wondering why it happened. To Faith and Lily. You've seen his world. Do you have any idea why he'd want them dead? I don't know if the Crooked Man killed them with his own hand or if it was one of his goons, but someone did.
If there's one thing I figured out, it's that the Crooked Man is all about control. It's what he does with the loans at the pawn shop, the magic he peddles, chains, ribbons. Maybe Faith and Lily weren't doing what they were told. Or maybe they just tried to leave.
Sheriff, Miss White! I believe the mirror is repaired.
Sehr gut.
I have to say I have been better, but thanks for putting me back together.
I'm sorry, I have to know. Mirror, mirror, we're glad you weren't slain. Now please show us that sick creep Crane.
He's probably still waking up a little.
Yeah, I want to see where he's ended up too.
Hoffentlich lebt er noch.
You will get on that plane to Paris, and you will wait for the day the Crooked Man needs you. Until then, not a peep. Otherwise, I get to deal with you my way. So please, please disobey. Wait a minute. Someone's watching.
What just happened?
We pointed you in the wrong direction and looked at Bloody Mary's reflection.
Oh, her. That explains the sting. I'd rather not have to feel the pain she brings. So, let's not do that again, okay?
Looks like we'll have to track him down later.
You're right. We need to focus on the immediate threat, and that's the Crooked Man.
Mirror,
Bigby,
mirror.
we don't have a lot of time.
Mirror, mirror, no time to pout. So, where does Crooked Man hang out?
Schöner Rhyme.
I don't recognize the door, but that's the Crooked Man symbol on it.
Hold on.
The door. It moves.
Yeah, Jersey mentioned that.
Wait a minute. I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't know when it's gonna move again, but I'm gonna get there before it does.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial. This can't be like it was with Tweedledum. I don't care if it gets out of hand. You don't let it come to that. I know that emotions can run high, and you have your reasons to handle this a certain way.
I'll catch him and bring him back here, alive. Then we can clean him and cook him together.
Good. I have enough to worry about here while I prepare the case against him. So I'm going to trust you to handle this properly. That is, if you think you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. I got no other choice.
Oh Mann, und wir sind ja eigentlich noch ziemlich verwundet. Ob das so gut wird? Aber ab zum Central Park. The Gothic Bridge. Central Park. 94. Straße. Nacht. Ah ja, sehr gut. Dann mal rein da in die gute Stube. Tritt direkt ein. Okay. Dann mal rein. Ach so, cool. What the fuck? Wo sind wir jetzt?
Tim, what the hell are you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny Tim. I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you weren't here on a social call.
What is this place? Or where is it? I know I'm not in Central Park anymore.
I'm not sure. I've only ever come in through one of the portals. I don't think you can get in from the actual street. But you can't blame him for wanting to make it hard to find. I'm supposed to bring you right on in, so if you'll come this way. Look, this is the one thing I have to do. Please don't make this hard on me.
Fine, lead on.
Wer zur Hölle ist dieser Tim? What the fuck? Wo sind wir bitte? Das ist alles seltsam.
Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard, or an escort for that matter. I was a little surprised myself when they asked me to do it.
Tim, how can you be working here? You know who this guy is, don't you?
He's not as bad as you think. He doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fabletown is gonna get caught in the middle.
Don't you realize you're not just minding the door? You work for that crooked bastard, your hands get dirty too.
It's not so bad.
Not so bad? Are you fucking blind, Tim? He's a murderer.
So you're telling me you agree with everything Crane does? A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office. But he's there. We need you, but we need him too. What we don't need is a war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you. Can't you just wait up, Sheriff? Hold on. Thanks.
Am I some kind of a fucking joke to you? What did I tell you, eh? Stop laughing at me. Oh, yeah?
Tell me who the fuck is back there.
I don't exactly know. I just mind the door.
Worry.
The boss is there.
And like Crane before him, I'm sure he will prove himself quite handy to have in my pocket. Either he's smart enough to see this is for the best, or dim enough to do as he's told.
That won't be necessary. Sheriff Wolf, sir.
Thank you, Tim. I know the sheriff isn't the accommodating sort, but you handled it. You did well. You can go now.
Thank you, sir.
You see, everyone in Fabletown has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it. Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Erstmal eine rauchen. Am Arsch. Das war jetzt ja wohl nicht alles. Ich hasse es. Nein.
I've heard stories about you. In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed. The wolf is coming. And they would wait, hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it. Oh well.
Okay. Das wird wohl in der nächsten Staffel ganz schön, Folge ganz schön Episode, 5. Episode, die Finalepisode wird ganz schön krass, glaube ich. Das war jetzt ein guter Vorspann, ja. Ich bin jetzt ganz schön heiß auf die nächste Episode. Und nein, wir müssen jetzt so lange warten. Erst gucken wir uns die Player Choice an. Dann kommt meine Meinung zu der Runde hier. Episode. Did you send Colin to the farm? Ja, wir hörten ja auf unsere Schneewittchen. Did you attempt to remove Nerissa's ribbon? Okay. Ja, warum auch nicht? Which crooked operation did you investigate first? Lol, 50-50. Sehr witzig. Did you send Toad to the farm? Das habe ich ehrlich gesagt, glaube ich, gar nicht so richtig hundertprozentig verstanden, dass der zur Farm sollte. Also, gut, der war ja nicht, stimmt, der war ja quasi ein Fable. Das war natürlich doof. Habe ich ja ein bisschen, wie nennt man das? Wie nennt man das? Wie nennt man etwas, wenn man inkonsequent gehandelt? Sagen wir es so. Inkonsequent gehandelt. Das ist gut. Ja. Ja, schade. Oh, ja gut, das ist ja 4 Antwortmöglichkeiten, 25%, das passt, ja. Ja, join the discussion now. www.telltalegames.com natürlich. Und geht natürlich auf www.pietsmiet.de, da findet ihr immer ganz tolle Sachen, bla bla bla. Wir gehen mal weiter. Und gucken uns den wunderschönen Abspann an. Ich fand die Episode schon ziemlich cool, muss ich sagen. Allerdings war sie nicht, also sie war wirklich nicht actionreich, bis auf den einen Kampf gegen den Jersey Devil, aber sie hat ziemlich viel aufgeklärt, muss ich sagen, und hat die Story ganz schön krass vorangebracht und das fand ich eigentlich ganz cool. Sie hat eine Menge aufgeklärt und wir wissen jetzt, womit wir es zu tun haben und ich bin gespannt, was in der nächsten, also was da jetzt noch alles passieren kann. Ich meine, es sind jetzt wieder 1,5 Stunden, das waren nicht mal 1,5 Stunden, ja, die erste Folge ging, wir sind nicht mal eine Stunde, jetzt bin ich in der Aufnahme und vorher habe ich noch die erste Folge aufgenommen, die ungefähr 23 Minuten lang war. Das heißt, nicht mal 1 Stunde 20 Minuten haben wir jetzt durch die Episode gehabt. Wie wollen die das bitte in der nächsten Episode alles reinkriegen, was da passiert? Oder sie lassen es offen und es gibt eine nächste Staffel. Das kann natürlich auch sein. Das wird wahrscheinlich so sein, so wie es bei The Walking Dead war. Ich bin echt gespannt, wie es weitergeht. Ich fand es auf jeden Fall wieder cool. Ich hoffe, es hat euch auch gefallen. Und ja, man muss doch wieder sagen, also man hat relativ wenige Interaktion gehabt. Also ein bisschen A, ein bisschen B, ein bisschen X, ein bisschen Y drücken und ein bisschen, also rumlaufen war es nicht, ja. Viel gelabert habe ich auch nicht. Aber gut, das ist halt so, also was soll man sagen? Ist halt eine Story-Game und wenn da viele Zwischensequenzen sind, dann gibt es halt wenig Gelaber. Und von daher ist es eigentlich ziemlich cool gewesen. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen, haut rein, bis zum nächsten Mal. Ich denke dann, die nächste Sache wird dann wieder The Walking Dead sein oder kommt vielleicht was dazwischen. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Bedankt fürs Zusehen, haut rein, bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.